The farmers have had it. They've taken to the streets across Europe, protesting cuts to tax breaks, competition from cheaper imports, onerous environmental regulations, and sprawling bureaucracy. The spark came from Germany, where the government rolled back agricultural diesel subsidies. If that sounds familiar, that's because in 2018 it was a seemingly innocuous fuel tax that unleashed the Gilets jaunes across France. France is the biggest agricultural producer in Europe, worth about 100 billion euros every year, but still imports about 50% of its fruits and vegetables. In Germany, agriculture employs less than 1 million people, but it accounts for more than half of the nation's land use. Across the board, though, in GDP terms, agriculture is minuscule. But in very real terms, what is more important than feeding your population? Plus, issues from climate change to the war in Ukraine have highlighted the importance of local food security. In Germany, a partial backtrack by the government wasn't enough. Nor in France. Even the EU has had to flinch. What makes it even harder for politicians is the overwhelming support for farmers by the broader population. Agriculture benefits from huge subsidies. About a third of the whole EU budget goes to farmers, to the tune of about 55 billion euros in 2021. Plus, German farmers enjoyed record-breaking revenue last year. But when you speak to them, it's not just about money. There's also an impression. An impression that lofty climate and trade goals are being issued by lawmakers far from the soil that grows the food that sustains them, and an impression which anti-establishment politicians hope to harvest in a year rich with elections.